Teyana Taylor has just literally, right before we started filming, announced her retirement from music.
She started? When did she start?
Teyana Taylor's been doing music for a minute now. Did you think I said Tessa Thompson?
To be honest, I mean, I was being a little shady. I know she's had like some albums or whatever, but let me tell you some facts again. So when I first discovered Teyana Taylor on My Sweet 16, you know, I thought she was like a very interesting reality character. I knew that she, you know, did music. I thought she rapped. I didn't think she sung. Shout out to Mariah. We'll get into her later. But I don't know, I'm guessing the shuffle between like when she was with the Neptunes and she was like the Google Me baby. Like I know my Teyana Taylor. So when she went into singing, I was just kind of confused. I was like, wait a minute, I thought she rapped. So what she's been doing recently, like I get that she's a great performer, like, you know, she's fit. I saw her in the Kanye thing, but she doesn't really have like a lane or something. Like she doesn't have her brand of music. Like it just seems like, and I'm taking this from what I heard from someone else say, she's doing like 90s cosplay music. Like it's not even like her music, you know? And I mean that in the best way. I prefer her as a reality star. I think she's more entertaining as a person. I think we like Teyana Taylor. But as far as the music, I'm like, I don't care.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You articulated everything that I was thinking but could not express.
Right, it's just her music ain't it, you know? Like she has a little niche audience that loves her for her. I think people love her personality more than her music. And that's fair, you know? It's just, you can't just be average. You know, she's an average okay singer. Maybe she's an average rapper. I mean, she had that album she did with Kanye that she hated. Like, I actually liked that. I mean, it was only 7 songs, but I liked it. But other than that, you just can't be okay. Like, do something that, you know, promote a brand or get your own show or something, or act. I think, you know, but singing doesn't put food on the table.
Singing doesn't pay the bills.
Right. But you know whose bills they do pay? Mariah Carey. She just came out with her Christmas song with Jennifer Hudson and Ariana Grande. You know what? I actually kind of sort of like it. I mean, it's not all I want for Christmas, of course, but you know, it's a little, you know, oh Santa, like it's okay. It's a little shimmy. It's a shimmy. Have you heard it?
I heard it, and I would say maybe because you did All I Want for Christmas, I'm judging you by a harsher standard. But girl, you quiet as kept. You could have kept it. I mean,
it was for the combination of Ariana Grande, because that's her idol. Ariana is Mariah's. No, sorry, edit. Mariah is Ariana's. I just lost my. Oh, okay, I got it. Mariah is Ariana's idol. So that was like the gimmick of the song for her to have her on it. I'm not sure what Jennifer's purpose was. Maybe you know.
How did I get in it? I'm like Nene right now. You see, I ain't even say nothing. I don't know why they put me in it. Why am I in it? Why am I? I ain't even.
Let me tell y'all.
In it.
Well, let me tell you.
Like, I know why Jennifer Hudson would do anything that she did. I don't know nothing about that heifer. I like her. I like Jennifer Hudson as a person and a performer. But I don't know why she was there.
Right, exactly. I felt that like she was very understated. I think Jennifer Hudson, like she is a voice, you know, on mute you can hear her. So this is the most understated I've ever heard her voice since she was Effie White in the Dreamettes. Like that is like, she was doing some oohs and ahs, like seriously.
You know, that's the thing. It's like, we love her and the voice is powerful, but it's like, look, like did she have a solo? because I didn't enjoy the
She had
song.
a little solo at the end, a little, like a small snippet, but the camera, even, did you watch the video? Because the video is more entertaining.
I saw 57 seconds of the video and I said, I'm good. I was like
Well,
Black Child. I was like, I'm good.
well, there's some snippets on Twitter you can watch. That's the only thing people care about. It might go number one because their fans are very dedicated. And it'll be her 20th number one, and she'll be tied with the Beatles. A win is a win if she does, but you know, the
Quiet.
song, it's not.
I'll say this, the gag is, you know, all I want for Christmas is you was gonna go number one a few more times.
Yeah, it is. It's probably gonna go number one again. And then the next year, I don't know, it's just been a resurgence because it's been out for a minute. So I've been thinking about making some personal changes lately. I wanted to start by improving my self-care routine. The problem was I had no idea where to start. And then I found Hawthorne. Hawthorne is a premium tailored personal care brand that's making it easy for guys to feel and smell your best. So first you start out with your quiz. And they ask you things like, what's your favorite drink? How do you like to spend the night out? Do you smoke? They kind of ask like the characteristics of your skin, like is it dry? Is it oily? So it was pretty easy. Like they basically matched the statistics of your answer for the product that's best for you. So this is what I got. So first I got the oily skin face set, which comes with a face cleanser and face lotion. It's awesome. Like now I have a skincare routine. At first it was just soap and water. After this, I got the cologne set too. You have a work and a play. So yeah, when I want to be professional, I got this. And then when I want to be frisky and go and play, then yeah, I got this. And finally, you got the shower starter kit. And this comes with a conditioner and a shampoo. You're all set. And this makes the perfect Christmas gift, y'all, for your significant other, your dad, your brother, etc.
If you want to upgrade your self-care routine, Hawthorne is a fun and convenient way to get super high quality products tailored specifically to your needs. Hawthorne even takes the risk out of it by giving you free shipping on your orders and returns. And if you don't like your products, they'll even retailer them for you based on your feedback. Do what I did. Take Hawthorne's quiz today and get started on your personalized self-care routine by going to hawthorne.co and use promo code ROAST to get 10% off your first purchase. That's HAWTHORNE.co, promo code ROAST. Hawthorne.co, promo code ROAST. It's so funny that like that Ivy Park, it looks like it's your chain.
Oh,
Because I'm
yeah,
like,
I
is
don't
that
know.
Ivy Park charm? Okay, no, that's just what the sweatshirt says.
Yeah, it's so comfortable and it feels so luxurious. Like it's just like kissing my skin right now. The material is A1.
Really?
Seriously, I'm not. Yeah.
Now, what is this like compared to the pieces that you got from House of Darion?
She didn't make House of Darion things for men. And,
That's why it failed. That's why it failed.
well, it was a collaborative effort with her and her mom's name attached to it. And that was some tacky fashions. It really was. Like, short story. Short story. I had like VIP tickets to the Sasha Fierce tour, and that's when Darion, yeah, that's when House of Darion was still kicking. So the package was like worth, I think, $450. It came with a Darion purse, like a Darion bag. I gave that shit away so fast. Like it looked so cheap. It looked like something you get out of Marshalls, you know? Not even Marshalls, like the little boutique next to the bodega in Harlem, you know, something like that. So we have a big Sunday coming up. First, we have the Real Housewives of Atlanta premiere, season 13. I think it's going to be boring, but I mean, there's hope. And then we have the Potomac finale, which looks really good, by the way. So I'm excited for that.
You may be a pessimistic optimist, but I don't think that you have enough optimism in the bowl for that bull. You know this is going to be the worst season of Housewives of Atlanta that we've ever had. And it's not because Nene's gone. It's not because of the Vibe. It's because the show has run its course.
They need new women. They really do. And all they have is 5 wives, and they have, I think, maybe 6 friends of the show, which is insane to me.
Oh, that's right. Tanya supposedly left filming because they were insinuating that she cheated on her eternal fiance with that stripper. And I feel like this, Tanya's a good 52. If she ain't gotten married to that fool yet, then you know what? You got your own house.
Well, the hope that I do have for Atlanta and Georgia as well is that they go to the polls and vote blue for those 2 Senate seats, y'all, because that is very important. It's going on to Potomac. I'm ready to see the skirmish between the 2 white husbands, because, you know, everyone's trying to focus on Black women. You know, we have, you know.
Yeah, we got to get to that twerking story.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Anywho, but yeah, I'm excited for the finale. It looks juicy. But today, before we started filming, we got a peek at the reunion part 1. Thank God in heaven it's going to be 3 parts and not 4. Andy is trying to even insinuate that we were going to have 4. Anywho,
no, that was Andy being a greedy TV executive where they always tried to milk every ounce of plot they can. And you know what? He floated it. He was like, look, let's just see if we can float this idea and see what the viewers say. And the viewers gave a resounding,
right, exactly.
The viewers told Andy, look, we gonna look at 3 parts and we ain't looking at shit else.
Exactly.
Not shit else.
Now, in that clip, I am just so I couldn't help it. In that clip, like, I saw Monique with that binder of receipts. She just took it out and just like I cannot wait. Like, I want her to put Giselle in her place, because Giselle has been irking me the whole season because she orchestrated the reunion. I'm excited for it. It looks good and messy. They're all there. Thank God it's not a Zoom one. So yeah, can't wait for that. It's going to be a great Sunday night. I'm going to stay in.
I mean, and Power is coming back too. Oh, and I've got, you know, the finale, the premiere, we've got reunions. December is going to be a good month of content. And Salt Lake City's in full swing.
Yeah, and while you're talking about shows that, well, a show that I don't watch, I'm gonna talk about a show you don't watch, is Euphoria. I cannot wait for that. It's 2 parts. Basically, it's 1.5. You can get up all you want. Zendaya got an Emmy for that role. So, y'all, I can't wait to review that. I will be reviewing Euphoria, both parts. I'm not sure why they're doing a 2-part bridge before season 2, but whatever, I'll take what I can get. So let's get this topic out the way, because this happened earlier in the week and this sparked 2 days of Twitter commentary. Now, I work in a restaurant, and I knew y'all heard about the twerking incident of all the women in the restaurant and the owner, like, bashing everybody. But for those of you that don't know, like, there was this Black-owned place in Dallas where, you know, they sell frozen Hennessy drinks. I mean, well, in Douce bottles, and frozen drinks out of Douce bottles and Patron bottles. They also have, like, you know, soul food. They got a DJ. They be playing twerk music. So I guess in women, they were like twerking on the furniture and stuff like that. I heard that he told them not to do that, and they kept doing it. So finally, he just had enough. He cut the music, and then he told everybody, like, I don't need your money. I have an establishment. I want y'all to carry yourself respectful. I can't ask the men to be respectful if y'all not gonna respect yourselves by twerking. So it was all that. It was a big old mess. I'll give you the floor to give you, you know, what you think about that.
I just wanted to say my first issue is, What do you mean you can't ask the men to be respectful if the women are twerking? Oh my goodness, it's a twerk. It's not like I,
I got so much to say on that.
it's like, here's the thing. She walks with an ass. So if she's twerking with her ass and you're a man and you can't respect her, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing to do with her. If a woman is dancing, oh my God, and you can't respect her and control yourself, that's patriarchal. That's anti-woman. No, fuck you and your Chelsea boot wearing side bald self. But I want to hear your thoughts as someone who's worked in the industry.
In both cases, let me just say I'm looking at it as like someone that works in a restaurant and just knows all the behind the scenes shit. So first, the guy had a point at first. Like, before y'all even try to get in the comments and write it, let me finish. So first, he told them not to twerk or like stand up on their furniture. And I get that. I think he told them twice already. Now, at that point, you can kick them out. You can be like, okay, y'all, don't do this. And I think they were wrong in that regard. Like they should have just stopped, you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can dance in place, but not dance on top of tables and the furniture. I'll get to another point to that later. But where it went wrong left is him like talking down to them like that, and then bringing in the whole patriarchal concept where like, oh, y'all can't respect yourselves by twerking. Like twerking has nothing to do with it. Just don't stand on my fucking furniture, you know? And a lot of people were saying that like, oh, he's trying to have this adjacency to whiteness or whatever. Like you can't be black in a restaurant. And it kind of came off that way because he was just like, I'm a black-owned professional and you can save that twerking for the pink or from this place here, but you ain't gonna be doing it in here.
Wait, what do you mean save it for the pink? The pink isn't real. The pink is from a TV show.
Right, I think, but the thing is like, that's the ambiance that he has. Like, you don't want people dancing, period. Then don't be putting on no Meg Thee Stallion or throw that ass in a circle, you know? Like, don't be having like bottle service and serving shots out, you know? Because, you know, we went to Angela Hall.
Every place in the city is wild during brunch except the Russian tea room.
Right. So the thing is, like, I just think it went left there when he started like bringing up this nonsense about women respecting themselves or just dancing in general. Because no one said nothing when the housewives were all at Andy's baby shower and they were dancing on tables. So don't be talking about like what's the ambiance or something like that, you know? Like, I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
I will say dancing in place is fine. Dancing on tables or on furniture can get people hurt. You can get hurt. You can accidentally hurt somebody else. You can fall on somebody. Somebody might have a kid somewhere. I don't know why you bringing your kid to brunch. That's a whole nother topic. I ain't bringing babies to brunch. But, you know, people going to do what they want to do. I ain't telling you how to parent. And I would say, too, I feel like you as a parent have a right to bring your baby to a brunch. And it's like, okay, they're going to hear a little loud music, but you shouldn't have random drunk people falling on top of them, male or female, because they're dancing on furniture.
Now, he could have been in the right. All he had to do was like, he like cut the music. So y'all, anyone that dances on my furniture, I'm putting y'all out. Like y'all are not welcomed here. You know, like I spent a lot of money like to have like a nice place for black people and have a good vibe. Don't fuck up my furniture. You can dance all you want, but respect my property. And if you can't, get the fuck out. Like, but he didn't say that. He was just like, well, y'all can't respect yourselves. You know, like y'all don't do this at other restaurants and like, I can't ask the men to behave when y'all just degrading yourselves. So that was the problem. So I'm not sure if I want him to like be shut down, but it was just pretty shitty.
I would also say, oh my goodness, she was twerking. Even if she was twerking on a handstand, that isn't degrading yourself. You're having a good time. It's COVID. There's nowhere else to go. We're human beings. We want to dance. We want to laugh. We want to have a good time. It's been a miserable year. Okay, now I would say I don't want the ladies to dance on the furniture. I don't want to hurt them to hurt themselves or anybody else. But I'm not going to say you degraded yourself by dancing on. It's just like, no, honey, don't do that. Somebody could get hurt. But that doesn't degrade you. That doesn't make you less of a woman. That doesn't take anything from your intelligence, your gifts as a being. It doesn't do, it's like, oh my God, you're having a fun moment. We were all stressed the heck out. We all could have a moment where it's like, I might have 2 drinks and dance on a couch or 2.
Right. So I think it just went left real fast, but we'll see if his restaurant closes. I mean, to be honest, and it wasn't COVID friendly, that whole restaurant, just saying.
Child. Oh no, that restaurant was COVID friendly. It was very COVID friendly. It was like, COVID, come on up. Come on, get you a side. Every dish comes with a free side of COVID. You can sit, we have a virus section, and then we have a cloud of virus section. Where would you like to sit? Virus or more virus?
No.
Also, I would say he didn't even have to cut the music. If somebody is being unruly in your establishment, you send security over, have them say, you know what, you ain't even got to pay for nothing. We're going to quietly get everybody out. And it didn't need to be a cut the music moment. It didn't even need to be that. Like, it could have been very quiet. It could have been very demure, but he made it a moment because he wanted to feel like a big man. He wanted to feel like he had hair. He wanted to feel like he had the longest schlong in the room. And he needed that. And that's pathetic.
I think it was because it was majority women in the room. Had there been some men there, I don't think that would have went down. I really don't think so.
Because he knows his teeth would have gotten knocked out.
Teeth. But just to finish that off, I love the memes that happened. Like, there was this meme of like the waitress saying twerking or no twerking section.
You and I have been to fine dining establishments, coast to coast. We did a whole 30-minute video about our fine dining adventures in Los Angeles. So we know where they encourage twerking and where there's not a twerking section. And that restaurant gave me like, okay, like there may be a non-twerking section on a Sunday, not even on a Sunday. You wasn't even playing gospel. You wasn't even trying to give people the ghost with Yolanda Adams.
Patron shots were being served and Throw That Ass in the Circle was being played. It was almost like a nightclub. But speaking of nightclub, we're going to talk about a foreclosed nightclub, particularly Bar 1. Now, it is being reported Cynthia Bailiey is suing ex-husband Peter Thomas for $170,000 for the loan that she gave him for the foreclosed nightclub. Oh, man.
See, Cynthia, your lies have caught up with you because you said, oh, I'm not giving Peter any more money, and I only gave Peter $50,000. Child, Peter ran through your finances. That dick must have been something special.
Hey.
Something real special. And that's why your family was like, we don't want to see you go back to broke. Do you experience stress or have anxiety or chronic pain? Do you have trouble sleeping at least once a week? You're not alone. Many of us do. Personally, I have been using Feels to recalibrate my circadian rhythm so that I can go to sleep because I move 3 hours away, yet all of my shows come on 3 hours earlier.
Mm-hmm. Definitely helps you sleep, helps my anxiety. I love it.
Feels is premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. Feels naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness.
So yeah, I have my Feels here, and it's easy to take. So yeah, you just put a few drops under your tongue and feel the difference within minutes. The thing to remember about CBD is that finding your right dose is important, and everyone's dose is different. So leave room to experiment over the course of a week or so. You may need to take more or less to get the effects that you're after. Now, they provide real human support. If you're new to CBD, Fields offers a free CBD hotline to help guide your personal experience. You feel better naturally. Fields works naturally to help you feel better. There's no high, hangover, or addiction. Join the Fields community to get Fields delivered to your doorstep every month. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time. Fields has us feeling our best every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to fields.com/roast, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/roast to become a member and get 50% off automatically taken your first order with free shipping. That's fields.com/roast. So there's the story. After the initial bar one was foreclosed, apparently Cynthia gave Peter some money to open the new location. But that location is now also in foreclosure. So she filed suit seeking to recoup that $170,000 that she sent Peter for the new location. Like, it failed already, but she gave him money for the second failure. Now, I can be even meaner, but I like Cynthia, so I'm not about to continue my joke. Peter Thomas is just back in the news, and it's either for like what, fighting that old like renter boyfriend that Kenya had, or him being in jail for like fraud. It's just in debt. So it's just crazy. Sometimes I just think he likes being in the news. And while we're on that, Pretty Ricky member, Spectacular, that's the rich one. That's the one that's actually successful in that group because he started his own business or something like that. But he was arrested for punching a Disney World employee for a Rona joke that he made in line.
One, why are you at Disney right now? And two, you have spectacular money where if you are at Disney, I'd be shutting down the park. If like he has the money to do it. He actually has the coin, where it's like, why are you in line with the regular people? You ain't got regular money. He flies private.
Now, according to Orange County Police, the 35-year-old was in line waiting for a ride at Animal Kingdom when he walked past a Disney World employee, pretended to sneeze, and said, you know, the virus. And the employee told Spectacular that he didn't think that joke was funny. To which the rapper allegedly responded, well, I thought it was. So according to the arrest affidavit, the employee then told Spectacular, then you'll think it's hilarious if I ask you to step out of line. Oh, there you have it. That's what happened.
I didn't read that part, but you know what? I want to send that again. Oh, Lord, I want to send him $20. I need to find that man and get in his cash app. I will send him a smooth $20. Baby, you order some Chick-fil-A on.
That was good. That was real good.
Exactly. If I see him out having a drink, baby, it's on me. I like Spectacular up until this moment. Everybody was making jokes about the virus when it was at the beginning, and we really didn't understand what was going to happen. Now you're just making fun of human suffering. And that's sick. That's just sick.
And imagine someone's joking with you like that when you lost a family member to that. Like, you don't know what people
and then also, like, the workers at Disney World, they realize we're putting our lives on the line for our jobs. We have no other choice. So for you with that kind of privilege to make that, it's sick. It's really sick. I am truly disgusted by him now. And I like honey braids. I really did.
So this is what happened when he asked him to step out of line. Spectacular refused, and an argument ensued before the employee blocked Spectacular from advancing in line by holding out his arm. That's when Spectacular turned and punched him on his right side jaw and right temple area. The employee told authorities that he stumbled and fell after the hit, and he was in shock and thought he might have lost consciousness. The employee was taken to the hospital. You know what? I would have fell down too. I would have been like, oh, my head, oh my God, I think I lost a tooth too. Like, I would have slammed myself on the ground. Yeah, so he was actually diagnosed with a concussion, so you know what that means. You're right, exactly. This is a common theme, y'all. If you rich, you really gotta like just watch your temper. He was arrested for battery and was released after posting a $500 bond. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna regret that.
Oh, and the thing is, he probably didn't even know who he was. And I'm sure lawyers are calling him, you know, you rich, right? And the thing about a concussion is you can come back 5 years later and sue again because things have gotten worse. Oh, a concussion, that's money for life. I'm telling you, you're going to have to, I want to meet this man. He's in California too. I might have to go on down to Disney World and let him know how to run a pocket. Because he needs to come out with, I would say, I wouldn't settle for anything less than $3 million after taxes.
So
after taxes, I'd say, now look, their taxes going to take some of the settlement and lawyer fees too. So don't come at me until you've gotten me $3 million after everything else. So if it has to be $9 million, I don't give a shit. I just want my $3. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I just want my $3. And speaking of fights and slugging, we have to talk about Jake Paul versus who was it that he knocked out? Who is Nate Robinson?
I think he was an athlete. I can't remember. Like I don't know who any of them were before this fight. I don't really like to watch fights. Like it's just like a bunch of testosterone. Like I have no interest. And then the fight was a draw too, between like that. I think the main draw was a Mike Tyson fight, and it was a draw.
That was two uncles like tussling with each other at a barbecue.
Exactly. Since we're talking about verses, Rolling Ray versus Santana. So apparently Rolling Ray and Santana have beef because it started from a tweet. And I think someone said to Santana that he looked like Rolling Ray or something like that. And then he was like, girl, don't play or you get blocked or something like that. He got just so offended. So then I'm guessing Rolling Ray like threw a shot and he took offense, and then now they're just going at it. And I think it came to a head when Santana came out with a diss song called Walk. And actually, the song is kind of a bop. And he made a walk challenge. Well,
I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell.
You probably are. But then, Rolling Ray was saying like, oh yeah, well, it's National Disabled Persons Day or National Hand. I forgot, but he tried to make it seem like he was being super insensitive.
Now, here's the thing. When you are Rolling Ray and you get out here and you roast and you read and you say all the nasty things you say.
He does get nasty.
I allow it. Like if you put it out there, you got to be able to take it.
I laughed. I did. Because not only is the song like, insanely petty, it's actually kind of a bop too, if you go and listen to it.
But fun fact, the song actually has been out for a while. It just got released right now where it's perfect timing. But the song was done before all of this. So that's a relief that Saucy is not that petty and that evil. But I can also see him being like, you know what, I'm going to go on and press release on this just because it's fitting for the moment. It ain't about you. But if the shoe fits, wear it. And also, Rolling Ray feeds off of this. This is what gets Rolling Ray his Ivy Park boxes from Beyonce. So this is all, it's all a machine.
I agree.
Why didn't we get an Ivy Park box as much as we talk about Beyonce? We keep that heifer in our mouths. We should have gotten a box. We should have.
I should have gotten a box, but I'm probably looped in with you and how you talk about how she steals and how she's not educated or talented. So I get looped in, kind of like how Amanda looped us both in. So
I never said that woman wasn't talented. Now, I've said she's uneducated. I said she's a thief. But I've always said she's a great dancer and a great vocalist and a very hard worker.
I heard from a little birdie that Married to Medicine LA has been canceled officially.
No, I'm not surprised. They get these awkward women. Like, it just, LA don't work for reality. It's too many wannabe actresses. None of them were relatable. None of them felt real. All of them felt fake. I mean, the only thing we wanted off of that show was Britain's husband.
Look, don't even get me started. Anywho. So y'all picture this. It's Sunday night. You're watching Real Housewives of Potomac, and Wendy is on. She's with her family. And then she starts talking about her degrees. You're just thinking, oh my God, here she go again. What can I do? Here's how you break it. You play Best Fiends. The free-to-download puzzle game, unlike your favorite streaming platform, there's no end in sight. Best Fiends has literally thousands of levels with more added all the time. It just keeps going and going and going. You know, kind of like how she talks about her degrees, but you get the point.
If you want to join me playing Best Fiends, my code is 202-5877. We've got over 50 people in the group playing already, and we're having a ball. I'm on level 988. I truly have Fiends fever. And I tell you, I mean, when them heifers get born, I get to winning.
Best Fiends is just boredom's worst nightmare. Best Fiends is the binge-worthy mobile puzzle game that's free to download. With over 100 million downloads, this 5-star rated mobile puzzle game is a must-play. With more levels, events, and challenges added all the time, when you want just one more level, it'll be there, waiting and ready. Seriously, once you download Best Fiends, boredom won't stand a chance. Best Fiends takes can't stop, won't stop, literally. There's already thousands of levels and counting. Get used to saying just one more level over and over, kind of like just one more episode. Good thing Best Fiends updates all the time so you can keep playing as much as you want. So you don't have to choose between binging and boredom. Download Best Fiends free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends, Fiends. So here is some news that you're going to be very excited about. Love and Hip Hop is coming back. Kinda. So they're bringing back like spin-offs to where they're going to be like focusing on the relationships. So Page 6 reports VH1 is ready to get back into the Love and Hip Hop business in a big way, and fans will have a couple of new entries to choose from. The first spinoff will center around Love and Hip Hop OGs in their all-star reunion edition featuring Mama D, Scrappy, Bambi, Trick Daddy, Trina, Young Jock, Carly Red, April, and Lil Fizz. The live at an Arizona hotel, and an inside source stated that it'll be a 7-episode party. The next spinoff after that will be patching up the marital issues of some of Love and Hip Hop's most notorious couples, led by Ray J and Princess. Joining them will be Rashida and Kurt, Yandy Smith and Mendices, along with newcomers Michael Blackson and Miss Yada.
If I could find the producer for this, I would punch him in the throat with all of my might. I wish nothing but failure for these failures. I mean, the only thing Ray J and Princess could lead is a walk to the free clinic. That's the only thing that they could ever lead. Michael Blackson is unfunny, ugly, and an embarrassment. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't like the fact that he calls himself a comedian when he is not just the joke, but the punchline. I think that Kirk is a piece of shit, and Rashida is truly stupid for staying with him all these years. Carly Red is a barnacle, a parasite.
Oh, you forgot Trick Daddy and Trina and Scrappy.
Trick Daddy is sick enough, so I'm leaving him alone. I'm praying COVID don't get his ass. I ain't even wishing ill on Trick Daddy. He got lupus right now, so I ain't even gonna speak on him.
Oh, wow.
So I ain't even gonna speak on him. Now, Trina and Lil Fizzle Pop, these are people that aren't worth my reads. Like, what am I going to talk about? Trina's ugly fat neck, her lack of hits, her hideous fashions, her boring personality on the show. Trina doesn't have anything to talk about, so I left her and teeny little Fizzle Pop out because they don't have anything to offer.
Yeah. You forgot those piano key teeth that she has too.
Well, thank God I have friends like you to
Yeah.
remind me. It's Dionne Warwick's 80th birthday coming up. We've had 80 years of Dionne, and I am a big Dionne Warwick fan.
Oh, I know.
He does. She has hilarious merch. Check her Twitter. It's called 1-800-Huzzy. And she's got a merch line coming out with "I got your number, Huzzy Cubs," and just these really cute slogans. And I'm like, Dionne is active on Twitter. And I'm like, girl, you 80, but you're with it.
She has a good team behind her. I'm pretty sure she's paying someone to like enact how she should be. Like, that's not her. She's paying someone, but it's very smart. I love when she tried, well, not try, but I love when they're getting with the times and can still be relevant.
That's true, because when she came on that Versus and was singing a whole different song, I was like, I thought we were doing That's What Friends Are For, but it's a medley, all right. But we love Dionne.
So I gave you your good news of TV. This is my good news of TV. So Wendy Williams has premiered her first trailer for her biopic. And
first, we got to talk about Wendy Williams shading Funk Flex for getting liposuction. Now, here's my issue, Wendy Williams, if that's the name you want to go by. You are out here with a whole Build-A-Bear body. You've admitted to having large volume liposuction. I would not know that term if it wasn't for you. You said out of your mouth, I heard. Now, I ain't shading nobody who gets surgery. I ain't shading. But you can't get it done and then get mad when somebody else gets it done. Now, the thing is, why didn't your husband get liposuction? Because he looked pregnant when he got somebody pregnant. But you, meanwhile, went under the knife, got a whole new body, a pair of Pamela Anderson tits, and you want to get up here and get mad that Funk Flex is trying to lose 40 pounds. For what? You lost a husband.
Oof. Well, anywho, she's coming out with her biopic, and it's going to be on Lifetime, of course. It's premiering January 31st, and I know both of us will be reviewing it. Both of us. The acting looks absolutely terrible, but considering what Wendy Williams did with that Aaliyah movie, she deserves her own movie to trash. So the actress, we're seeing everything. They're going to do the Whitney interview. They're going to talk about the scandal with her cheating and stuff like that. Well, not her cheating. They're going to talk about the scandal with Kevin's cheating, and they did the Statue of Liberty fake fallout. They did that. They're talking about the coke. They're talking about everything. So I can't wait. I really can't, because it's going to be some messy ass, terrible acting, and it's going to be like a Black Twitter moment. I can't wait. I haven't been watching Wendy Williams lately. It's just not for me, but I will be watching the movie.
I just still can't understand how she was able to open her mouth to shame Funk Flex when you was built like Funk Flex. You were built like Funk Flex for years, and then you decided to go get a woman's body, and now you want to be mad at him for trying to do the same. And then somebody said Santana got his body done, and I'm like, where? Because that was a bad investment if that was a true rumor. It might have just been a rumor.
Okay, well, moving on. So here's the main tea this week. Now, we said that Erika Jane was divorcing, Tom Girardi. And I said, if you go back, I was like, something going on. Like, they planned that divorce. That divorce is not real. She's trying to get out because they know the house of cards is about to fall. And now Erika Girardi is being sued for allegedly using sham divorce to help husband Tom hide money. An embezzlement tea. And I'm not talking about the Robin hats.
Who really is talking about the Robin hats?
Nobody, actually.
You know what, though? I feel like Robin actually did something smart. People might buy her little hats because it's the holiday season. They might be a gift.
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star and her husband Tom Girardi are being sued by Ellison PC, a class action firm, on behalf of a number of Boeing plane crash victims. So basically what that means is, y'all, they're using settlement money to funnel their lifestyle on reality TV for plane crash victims. That is crazy. Crazy. According to the lawsuit, Erika only filed for divorce from Tom to help protect his money. The suit claimed that Tom and his law firm are on the verge of financial collapse and locked down in a spiral of mounting debts and dwindling funds, and his need to fund outrageous lifestyles for himself and his soon-to-be ex-wife, Erika Jayne.
Chris, I have to say, in the 2 years you've been doing this show, your dramatic readings have been getting better and better.
While Erika publicly filed for divorce this month on information and belief that divorce is simply a sham attempt to fraudulently protect Tom's and Erika's money from those that seek to collect on debts owed by Tom and his law firm GK. The lawsuit claimed that this is not the first time that Tom kept funds meant for clients for himself. This is a whole scam, and I'm just saying they should have learned from Teresa and Joe because they're about to be 2.0. Like, they had on ABC News where they clipped together all of Erika Jayne's bragging and on her music videos where it's like, it's expensive to be me, or how many fucks do I give, or, oh yeah, I spend $40,000 a month on hair and makeup and getting all Erika. They have all that in the clip. So blessed be to them because they in trouble. They are in trouble. And I like Erika Jayne, but it's crazy that they kept all this shit off the show while they were attacking Denise Richards and her business. That's just like, that's what I didn't like.
I wonder what Erika knew and when she knew it.
Oh,
because Tom doesn't strike me as the kind of man that will discuss things with her unless it's absolutely necessary. And I think that when she started getting letters where she, as his legal wife, was being named in suits, that's when he had to kind of come clean and be like, yeah, we broke. We broke. And I think, too, accounts started moving around. New Amexes had to be issued. Maybe the black card was rescinded. I think that she slowly started to get it. And also her fashions have not been as amazing as they were her first couple seasons.
Right.
Like this season, I was like, child, Dorit outdressed you, and we know Dorit's in a rental.
Yeah, and they had their own scam of their own with their house. Like they buy I guess a $1.8 million house and try to sell it for $9 million. Like it's a whole scam. And it's crazy, like, they have not used any of this in the show. So hopefully this season they do, but it's just crazy. Like with Teresa and Joe, like nobody would have known had they not gone on reality TV. And now, like, where they getting all this money from? And, you know, I'm guessing Tom is taking settlement money and using it as his own and hoping that, like, the cases take years. That's crazy. And I just want to take this time out to talk about the grand husband, because we are not going to get off her neck, y'all. Like, we are going to bring up every episode that she is fucking her grandfather. So
yes.
And I will say that if you want to, I have a side-by-side of her and Boomcat. The resemblance is uncanny.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Spot on.
I'm just saying, I want my credit, that's all, because I'm the first person to realize that. So you heard it here first. That is the resemblance. Boomcat and Grandpapa fucker. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, did you see this week's episode?
Of course.
So how can you be upset when somebody says what you're actually doing?
Like, it's kind of rude though to yell that in front of people. I mean,
it's the truth. No, you got married in front of him. You got married in front of God. You got married in front of God. So it's no, you did it in front of everybody. So how is it rude to say you're fucking your husband? How is that rude? My mind is blown because it's the truth. It's like getting mad at me saying the sky's fucking blue. It is. It's the truth.
I think on your video, you got so passionate. You was like, the sky is wet and water is blue. I was like, he left that in. I was laughing. I was like, oh my God.
I remember hearing that in editing and I was just like, leave it in. That was funny.
I mean, technically it goes either way. I would have laughed. So it's fine.
And also it is true because like there's a whole lot of moisture in the sky and, water is also blue because of that reflection or something. I don't know. I used to know why the ocean was blue, but I forgot.
I will see you sooner than the next Married to Medicine franchise.
I'll see you sooner than my next Janet joke.
They know.
I went the whole episode without one Janet or one Nicki Minaj joke. Without one. Not even going to do one right now. We're not even going to do one right now. But we went the whole episode